A whisper from the grave nudged open a murder case. On January 23, 1897, in Greenbrier County, West Virginia, Zona Heaster Shue was found dead. The local doctor, arriving late, called it a tragic collapse, an everlasting faint. Neighbors murmured their sympathies and then fell silent. But one detail felt wrong. A stiff, high-collared scarf at Zona's neck, carefully arranged to prop up her head as she lay in her coffin. The story, however, refused to be buried with her. For 4 consecutive nights, Zona's mother, Jane Heaster, was awakened. In the cold stillness of her farmhouse, she claimed to see the shimmering form of her daughter. The apparition spoke, its voice steady, describing a final violent argument with her husband. It told of his rage, of his hands on her throat, and of a slow, brutal turn of her head until the vertebra snapped. At dawn, Mary Jane went to the prosecutor. She repeated the same impossible story, again and again. What do you do when the only witness is a ghost? Pressed by the mother's unyielding persistence, the county exhumed Zona's body. The autopsy told a harsher truth: a crushed windpipe, deep bruising on her neck, and a dislocation between the first and second vertebrae. In the spring, a ghost story crossed a courthouse threshold, and the law did not slam the door. Mary Jane Heaster took the stand, her voice calm as she recounted her daughter's spectral visits. The judge allowed her words, not to certify the supernatural, but so the jury could understand the motive for the exhumation. Then the state turned to cold anatomy. The defense scoffed, calling it superstition with shoes on, yet the physical injuries perfectly matched the ghost's account. Jurors also heard of the husband's violent temper and the way doors closed behind his young wife and stayed shut. Did a specter sway them, or did the autopsy lay out the only path to the truth? They convicted Erasmus Shue of murder and sentenced him to life in prison, where he died in 1900. One mother's calm account of a haunting did not prove the crime, but it lit the fuse that led to the proof. To this day, it is cited as the only case in United States history where a ghost's testimony helped solve a murder. A roadside marker in Greenbrier County still tells the story, a quiet testament to a voice that refused to be silenced, even by the grave.